Hey, what's going on, everyone? Ruslan Provdnikov just finished off Jose Luis Castillo in 5 rounds, as he was supposed to do. Uh, this fight was a sham. Whoever made this fight should be ashamed of himself. Everybody in Jose Luis Castillo's camp should be ashamed for putting him in with this type of monster that was Ruslan Provdnikov. I mean, he's coming off a loss, but man, look at Algieri's eye after that fight. Look at his face. He didn't lose that fight. He didn't lose. But regardless, I mean, Castillo didn't get beat up like too bad. He wasn't being thrown around the whole fight. He tried to box well the first couple rounds and try to. After that, he's not a boxer, so he went in close. Tried banging it out with him for third, fourth round, but that Ruslan's left hook kept coming in. Bam! He kept getting hit with that left hook from Ruslan. And that fifth round, he just caught him good. He just buckled them nicely, and he went for the kill. And he fell. He dropped him. That first knockdown, I was like, okay, he's gonna get up because he's a warrior. That's it. All pure Mexican warrior. That's Castillo. He got up. Ruslan kept going at him, kept going at him. I think he hit him with like really good body shot once he was going in for that. Once he was going for that knockout at that moment, and Castillo just went down, and the ref just stopped it. Ruslan, he's still a monster. You may say he's limited. He's a headhunter. He's slow, and he's all those things. He's slow. He's a headhunter. He's one-dimensional, but no one has had an easy time with him. No one. His 3 losses were very close fights. They arguably robbed him. And I haven't seen the Herrero fight yet, but I'll watch it. But I thought he beat Bradley, and I thought he beat Algieri. At least with the Bradley fight, should have been a draw or something, because that first round, it was a knockdown. It should have been a knockdown. But he he's a monster, Ruslan, and I'm glad he went back home to have a big fight with this veteran, and that's a name under his resume. It's a good name to have under his resume too. I mean, his best name is still Mike Alvarado, but I look forward to seeing this guy fight everybody. And if the Cold War is truly finished, I'm salivating, seeing Ruslan against the likes of Danny Garcia, the likes of um, Broner. Imagine that, a Broner versus Ruslan fight. Man, that'd be a good fight. I think he'd whoop Jesse Vargas. Uh, yeah, so good fight. He did what he was supposed to do. Shame on everybody involved for putting this 40-year-old man in. This was his 80th fight. This was Castillo's 80th fight. I'll tell you that. I mean, sure, he gave Mayweather his toughest fight, and he almost beat him the first time, but that was 12 years ago. His prime was 12 years ago. Just thinking about that is like, man, putting him in the ring with a monster like this? Shame. For shame. The fight that's gotta happen though with Ruslan is a Brandon Rios fight. That fight is World War III in the making. The Bob Arum gotta make Brandon Rios versus Ruslan. And if you could put that on the undercard of Pacquiao Mayweather, if that fight ever gets finalized, whatever, a miracle happens, and Pacquiao fights Mayweather, if Ruslan and Rios are on the undercard, that's worth the $100 that it's gonna be worth anyway, because that's gonna be worth $100, and you know it. Yeah, that's some of my thoughts about this fight. It was a sham, but I look forward to seeing Jose Luis Castillo retire, because he needs to retire. I hope he has enough money to support himself. He fought some big names, so I hope he has enough money to retire. intact. I hope he has his house intact, and I'm sure he does. And Ruslan, I look forward to seeing you fight. And I hope your next fight's either with Marquez or with Rios, because those fights are fireworks. Peace.